Hello everybody, welcome to another vlog from the WireSoul series. And this one will be quick and kind of weird because I will not show you anything new inside the WireSoul itself. Instead, as you can see on my YouTube channel, I am making some tutorials and few ones, last ones, was about Material Node Editor for the game engine, how to achieve different things, mainly the animated texture without actual animation, without any scripting, and uh, very light way for computing for CPU, so high frame rates, lots of textures, high resolution, everything works as should. And I just play with it, experiment, and from the classical one, when the texture was moving along one axis, I came to the multiple textures in one image. I tried to make the fire from it. I actually just finished the tutorial series about how to make the fire, and I found a way how use the same technique to make texture rotate, and very similar technique to make volumetric material. And you can see the effects right here. And I have planned to make the tutorials for everything from it. So the fire already is, the plasma too. Next one will be about the volumetric materials, and rotation will be last one. And I decided that these tutorials are long, boring. Not everybody want actually or need to know the math behind it. It's actually math, not it's not really what's the word, popular or something like. So I decided that I make this one file with all these materials and objects, and you can download it. It will be under the video in the description, the link for it to Dropbox or Google Drive, and use it as Creative Commons. So just mention me somewhere as a source of these materials, and you can modify them, you can use them for commercial purposes, for anything what you want. uh, it's under no other license than this Creative Commons. Well, I hope you will like it, you will use it, that it will be helpful. I just quickly show you what's in there. I will probably name the materials somehow different and rearrange this blend file, but the basics will be same. So there will be like lava material or uh, a river or whatever texture you will place there. uh, you will have it animated. So I just name it right now. So will be river. Where is the texture moved along the UV coordinates in one direction and nothing else. So it's like river, or like I don't know. It's like river. Let's get you can uh, move the mesh, and the flow of the texture should stay inside the polygons, so the river will follow your path. Well, this is pretty much exactly the same thing, but here is some color, and I made two different textures which are very similar cloud texture, but each of this texture is moving different way, so it's have this effect like plasma wall or electric something. The fire actually is just one node with different settings. If you want, you can watch the tutorial series when I am actually making this fire, so you can recreate it for yourself. And then there are two same materials for rotation, and it's just I made one node group where is possible to set angle of the texture same as vector mapping. So when you change the rotation here, it's actually the same. It's the rotation around the z-axis, but here in the mapping you don't have any input for this rotation, so you have to uh, set it just once and you can change it. Here you can plug uh, any value here, and I am using actually this animated texture as the value for the angle, so the angle is changing every frame. I can control the speed with this multiplication, so it could be slow or really fast. It's maybe too much. And last of this is volumetric material. And yes, this material is actually volumetric, but Blender game engine can't render volume of the objects, so it's applied on the bunch of planes which are rotated pretty much randomly, but uh, there should be the cloud texture actually in 3D, which should make uh, the feel of depth of this fog or smoke or anything. Well, you can change actually only color. You can change anything you want, but here is nothing really to make anything different than the color itself, or scale it in any axis. The motion is actually added via logic editor, so you don't need it. It's just static as it should be. Well, and this is pretty much it. Uh, Plans for the future are only the tutorials, and well, it's this episode is longer than I expected already. So till the next time, stay tuned for the new updates from the WireSoul, and have a nice day. Bye.